I'm Tommy Carroll, Real Rock 1039, The Bear, and I have Mikko from Apocalyptica, man. I caught the set today, my first time seeing you guys. Very special.
It's different, yeah. It's different.
Dude, you were kicking it back there, man, on the drums, man.
Yeah, I try to get it done every day.
Well, Apocalyptica, you guys have been around a lot longer than most people know. You've completed 6 albums, and soon you'll release your latest effort, 7th Symphony. Can you briefly sum up the journey of Apocalyptica, kind of from the beginning? I know you weren't there in the very beginning, but you came in a little later. You can kind of give us a little history on the band and get us up to today.
So the guys, the cello players, they've been all studying like classical music for all their lives, and they were in university studying classical music. Then they just a bunch of guys who had like same kind of taste for music and all that. They just wanted to play metal. They couldn't play guitars, though. They needed to play with their own instrument, and it wasn't a big deal for them in the first place. And when one guy from a small record label heard them, he was freaking out and said that you guys should make an album. And guys didn't believe him. You're kidding us. Who would listen to this kind of stuff from the album? But he convinced the guys to do it, and so first album got really great, and it got the ball rolling. And ever since, band started to make own material, own music. We have expanded the thing, so we have now like collaborations, we have singers and all that kind of stuff, so it's like going forward.
Well, as we talked earlier, you guys have been around a while, and you just mentioned on the extra collaborations with singers like Adam from 3 Days Grace and Corey from Slipknot / Stone Sour. How do you rope these guys in to come sing with you guys, man?
We tricked them. No, it's weird, like these kind of guys who are icons and like super popular and great musicians, they, in a weird way, they respect our stuff. And like with Corey, we met like several times in Europe when he's been touring with either of his bands, and he's been saying that it's great stuff what you're doing, and we started just to talk that it would be cool to work together if there's a chance, and that happened on the last album. And now same thing on the forthcoming album. We have Gavin Rossdale, Brent Smith, and Lacey from Flyleaf. So, and all these persons, they're great characters, and it's super cool to work with them.
Well, it's kind of my next question, some of the people you're going to squeeze in on the next list.
There's one more, Joe Duplantier from Gojira, really hardcore metal song, and it's great. It won't be a single, I would guess, but it is a great track, super high energy, and Joe's doing a great job.
Now, last year, I remember you guys had the new guy that was singing with Fuel doing some stuff with you guys. Do you have a singer on the road with you this year? I only caught the first few songs, and I had to run back, then I heard vocals, I'm going, oh no!
Yeah, now we have this Finnish guy touring with us, Tippett Johnson. He's actually an American citizen. He lives just in Finland, and he's touring now this year with us. And Torin, who was from Fuel, we're actually meeting him in Indianapolis, where he lives now, 1 week from now. So, but Tippett's doing all the shows this year, and it'll be good.
Are you looking to make him permanent, or is this going to be something that evolves over time?
No one knows. The band never was supposed to have drums, and I'm all of a sudden I'm in. It wasn't ever supposed to be any vocals on any albums even, so now there are vocals on the album. We tried to keep it so that there wouldn't be strict rules. You can easily go into the situation that this is a concept and we are only stuck with this, and it restricts you artistically, and that sucks. So we try to keep it open, and wherever the train goes, just push it forward.
Well, speaking of that, kind of not to bring the Metallica thing up, but kind of like Metallica's S&M CD when they had the Orchestra, is you guys ever thinking about bringing in the rest of the Orchestra and doing something like that special?
We haven't actually thought it that way. We have had these ideas that we would like to do something really artistic. We were just asked to do actually an evening with opera music in big opera festivals, and that kind of stuff could happen on some point. We can't do it now when we are touring and like having album release and stuff like that, but maybe in the future, if we are having sort of like a year off sometimes, maybe we could then do something like that. It would be interesting. And we've been actually doing music together with ballet dancers and all that, so it's really interesting.
Well, thanks for the time, Mikko. I do appreciate it. Mikko, Apocalyptica, Real Rock 1039, The Bear!